Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have 1000 Toys, 1/12 scale synthetic human, and a huge shout out to my boy and good friend Nathan Simmons, aka the Syndicate Santa, for hooking me up with this figure. It was part of his own collection that he was parting away with. We made a trade, and now I have it in hand, and I've been eyeballing these guys for a long time, and I actually picked up the 1/6 scale 1000 Toys Snake Eyes that was collabed together. I did that review. Go back and check that out if you haven't seen it. And thanks to really the owner of Toyco, Andrew, he's the one who really like pushed me into the direction of 1000 Toys when we started talking and everything like that. He was telling me about them and how he likes them, and I'm like, well, let me look into them. And look at this box. I mean, that's the figure right there, all posed up. These guys are known for their like hyper articulation and get them into amazing poses. And on the side of the box, it does say 1/12 scale right there, test body. Then we got the figure standing up right there. Just overall, nice little packaging. And this thing sort of slides up, revealing stuff that I can't read. And then we get the figure in a nice little window with all of his bits. But let's get him out of the package. This is one beautiful figure. And he does come with some alternate hands. He has equipped sort of his open hands. And then he also comes with some fisted hands right here. And let's see if I can really get a good view of them. They're so tiny. It even has some like symbols on there. It's really nice little fist hands. He also comes with some trigger hands. So if you have some guns and stuff like that. Still continuing with having those symbols and everything right on the actual hands themselves. And they look pretty awesome. As I just dropped one. But cool that we get some trigger fingers so you can hook them up with some guns. And then he comes with the alternate face. And I'm going to show the alternate face right now. This thing is just like, man, I've been blazing all day. But, yeah, his eyes are crazy. One's going a different direction, and the sculpt work in this thing is fantastic. I love their little skulls, and the sculpt work of the panels and everything just look great. And I do believe there was supposed to be a tool. I'm not sure, but those little pegs you see right there allow you to adjust the eyes so you can move his pupils and make them more straight and less wonky, or you can just make them look all crazy goofy. And again, that's just a really cool skull, robotic cybernetic skull faceplate. There we go. That's some verbiage right there. The figure itself, bringing it in, came equipped with a translucent, creepy looking faceplate. Honestly, it's like you cut it up a little bit, you know, you can make it look like Corey Taylor's new mask that he has. But this thing is awesome, and you can still move the eyes in this one as well. I just love that, you know, silicone translucent like flesh. Still has like a little bit of a symbol up on the top of his head. Symbols all over this figure, and I love the shading on the figure. Like, I'm geeking out. Like, I just really am impressed with the amount of detail that go into these figures. And this is my first 1/12 scale of these guys, and look, each vertebrae is numbered, I think. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. No, and then it starts over. Yeah, so I guess it's numbered per section. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 through 5, 1 through 2, so on and so forth. But again, it's awesome. I really like the panel lining, all the text and print that's on this guy, almost like it's labeling each piece of his body. And in hand, this figure feels so nice. Like there's no, like, it feels nice and sturdy. Doesn't feel like it's gonna break. I love how it has just that one orange shoulder. And these guys, like, I'm gonna get into articulation. Let me take his face off first. So his face should just pop right off, just like so. And again, so you can see it. It's a little translucent face. You got the little pegs to move his eyes. And it should just pop all right in there. There you go. So you got the new head on there, but I want to do that because I didn't want the clear plastic to throw anything off. So articulation, this thing is insane. So look at that. Head can look up like crazy. His head can actually, like, on the neck, can actually shift and pivot its own way. So it has a lot of articulation that you can get, even attitude, like just in the neck. It's awesome. Spine doesn't block it, you know. Almost wish the mouth opened on this guy, but it doesn't, but it still looks great. Then he has butterfly joints. Look at those butterfly joints. Like, playing with this guy, moving him around is just like so fluid. Like, it is amazing. He has bicep swivels, double jointed elbows. Like, look at the elbows. Look at that. It's so awesome. Wrist bend, rotation, you know, and look at just the movement of everything. And it's nice and stiff. Nothing feels loose. The only things that feel or sound loose are like the little loose bits up there for the butterfly joints and stuff. But this thing is awesome. And look at how much you get some nice realistic bends going on. Because how he's like broken off into sections and stuff. So it's like he has his movement up top, which, you know, you got the ball right there. And then he just moves very, very nice and more natural than a lot of other figures I've dealt with. Then he has the ball legs and can do splits quite well. Can do field goal kick. He does have thigh movement up here, double jointed knees that just feel like butter when you bent it, and then got the ankle, toe bend, and you do get some pivot in there as well. So you can really get this guy into poses that a normal average figure wouldn't be able to do. And honestly, he can pose better than a lot of the Spider-Man figures. So let me go ahead and get him all posed up into some like crazy pose or something. This is the pose I wanted to get him into. This guy is balancing on the tips of like the balls of his feet. Like, I don't even know if the balls of feet, but his toe articulation is bent, and he's squatted down. He's just, let's see if I can rotate it. I had to balance him up, but yeah, I had him on the tips of his feet, and that's stuff that we do not get. Look at the crazy articulation. Basically, a pose a human can get into, this figure can do. And it is amazing. Like, you got to play with it a little bit just to get everything to sort of stand where you need it to. But I mean, you can pretty much do what you want to do with it if it will. Yeah, see, I had it. But it's again, it's a balancing act when you're doing any sort of articulation, you know, pose and stuff like that. It is, I love it. I love this figure. And the fact that we get that type of articulation out of this guy, it's awesome. If you have any other weapons in that same scale as this figure, I mean, he can hold them. I have him running around with the AK-47. It just looks very, very wicked. And I definitely look forward to picking up some more of these guys. And I honestly want to get a 1/6 scale version of this guy. Just because these guys are just very, very fun to actually pose around with and play with. And could you imagine just having an army of these guys? And just gives me that like iRobot vibe. And it's a very, very well created figure. Yes, you pay a little bit for them because their price point is higher compared to a Marvel Legends or something like that. But what you invest into this, you get in quality. So that's what you got to look at with figures. If you pay a little bit more, not because of scalping prices, but because of the actual figure quality, I mean, it's worth it. You know, that's why people buy Mayfix, or sometimes they get the Mezco figures and things like that, because you're paying that extra money to get that quality. Same with the 1,000 Toys. These guys are top-notch articulation, and the detail and quality into their figures is just mind-blowing. So that sums up my unboxing and review of 1,000 Toys, 1/12 scale synthetic human or test body, whatever they want to call it. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that bell notification if you want to know when I actually put up a new video. And make sure you check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below, and Andrew did have some of these up for pre-order, and I just hesitated and missed out. So he does have 1,000 toy figures that come into stock, so make sure you check out those as well. You got that free shipping promo code down below, and check out both Facebook groups. You got the community, interact with your fellow nerd, collector, interact with your like-minded, people. And then you also have your pre-order group, which allows you to be in the know with what's coming out. Great pricing, so you can get dibs on those prices. And make sure you also have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.